Mansfield back to the internet to give you all a drugstore challenge. That's right, I'm going to do my entire face and nothing but products you can find at a Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, or whatever equivalent it is in your part of the world. Stay tuned while I show you all how to get this glamorous look from Walgreens. I put on the wig cap to make my forehead seem smaller. Next, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, shade 240. Using that the jawline, under my lips, as well as the corners of my nose. And my highlight concealer is Maybelline Sable Liquid Concealer. I'm going to use that on my cheeks, as well as the bridge of my nose, forehead. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's a big drag queen. I'm using the City Color The City Color Contour and Correct Cream Palette. I'm using orange to color correct my beard. Pretty much like making a painting on your face. Some people are glamorous Patrick Nagels. I'm more of a Picasso. Drag is about finding your natural flaws that were given to you and improving upon them, whatever means necessary. Then I use the NYX Cream Highlight and Contour Palette in medium, carving out a new cheekbone as well as a new forehead, as well as carving out a new jawline so you can't quite see my double chin. Experiment. Have fun with it. Then using my beauty blender, I blend all that out. Blend, 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 blend. Blending, blend. Then I go back in with the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free in 240 to cover up all the orange on the beard. Blend that out with the beauty blender as well. In this entire tutorial, you're going to see my range of emotions because I'm really quite surprised how well these products are working. Then back in with the City Color Contour Palette. This time I'm using the bronzer on the bridge of my nose to make it a little more smaller. I think that makes sense. I'm going to bring that up onto the creases of my eyes too. Give it a sort of a defined crease before we go in with shadow. Blend that out a bit more. Give it more of a softer, seamless effect before we go in with our powders. Look at that, I'm a white lady. Next is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee. This stuff is super pigmented. It gets all over your brush and your face though, so be careful. The fallout though. I use that on my cheeks, my chin, my forehead. Then I use the darker caramel shade to further enhance the forehead contour. Then I use this little board here and I go in with the caramel color again and really cut that cheek. Always let the powder cook. The longer you let it sit, the better it looks. Bring some of that dark powder as well onto the jawline. Now onto the eyes. I'm using NYX Gel Liner and Smudger in Jet Black. With this, I'm going to carve out a very Amy Winehouse-y pinup girl cat eye. I just start diagonally from the eye and then go in from there and fill the rest in, sort of like a mini arrow. NYX is sort of the option for the girl that wants to have MAC, but she can only get to CVS at the hours she works. I also do the silent prayer to hope the second one matches. Whew, worked out that time. Now my camera didn't quite pick up the labels on there, so basically talk amongst yourselves as to what the products are. Maybe I'll list them below. We'll see. Depends how tired I am, or how much I care. Next, I'm using Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in a medium shade. I'm going to use that on the jawline to basically mattify the foundation I put on over the beard area as well as the jawline, because I don't really want a lot of attention drawn there. We're going back in with that Wet n Wild Contouring Mega Glow palette. Don't sleep on Wet n Wild, honey. This is really the saving grace this whole video. I'm going to redefine that crease with it in the caramel color, as well as bring that down the bridge of my nose to really thin it out. Then we're going to use the yellowish banana powder color as well to basically create that exclamation point nose. Then go back in with that brown too and just redefine those edges so it's nice and thin. You want a thin nose. If you did a fat nose, you did it wrong. Next, I'm using the NYX Avant Pop Eyeshadow Palette and Art Throb. I'm redefining the crease with the dark black color. Then I use the sort of shimmery orange color as well to help define that more, give it more of a fleshy tone. Then I go into the corner of the eyes with the white color just to open up the corners a bit more, make my eyes a bit more open. And then the nudie color over the eyebrow bone, that way it makes my eyebrows a bit more defined before I fill them in later, making it look a bit more bedroomy. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with Jordana Medium Brown number 39 eyeliner. If I had to do a quick review of Jordana liners, I'd say it would be You lose most of it in one swipe and the rest are splinters. Yeah, still not satisfied. Back in with the Wet n Wild. I'm using that caramel again to fill it in more, make it a bit more brown. I didn't quite get the pigment I wanted with the Jordana, so I'm going to highlight it a bit more with the contouring palette. Then brighten it up with the orange from the NYX color eyeshadow palette as well. And now on to blending. Blending. More blending. This is the boring part. Blended circular motion. See that? There you go. Hey, you missed the spot. Hey, yes, blend. Blend. Hey, don't take your eyebrow off. I forgot to grab my blusher, so what I did is I used the rosy color on the cheeks first to set it, and then I used the orange color as well to basically make it pop more and create my own blush with that. Now it's time for the lips. Oh, not that one. Yes, this one, Jordana. That is a redwood color lip liner. The color's faded on it, so guess we'll never know. I line the lips out, make them a bit more feminine. This part always takes me forever. I never quite get the kind of lips I want the first go, so I'm always going back in a million times to redefine it. I'm using 2 lipsticks. I'm using Jordana. This one is Modern Matte Lipstick in the matte color Pretty. Then I'm using NYX Extra Creamy Lipstick in Stella. These lipsticks are so creamy, creamier than MAC, I'd say. And then I'm finishing out my look by extending my nostrils, giving me that vintage Barbie look, 1959. Ooh, don't know what happened there. I think I'm in a different dimension now. Anyways, and then I just add my little beauty mark, and then we're done. I hope you don't mind. I just put on a little bit of mascara after I finished everything up. You know, I learned a lot today. I learned that with a budget of maybe $50, something you'd spend on Anastasia or Kat Von D, you can get drugstore products that work just as well as any of that stuff. It's actually a little annoying. But that's neither here nor there. The important thing is, if you're poor, you too can be beautiful like me. Well, given you have good bone structure as well. Anyways, in conclusion, buy drugstore products if you're poor, and buy expensive products if you're rich. But just know if you're rich, you're a sucker, because they all do the same thing. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I look forward to my next challenge, whatever it may be. I think I'll learn to read next. Bye, Internet. Love you all. Mwah. Hi, everyone. It's me, Jaymes Mansfield, here to bring you all a drugstore challenge. That's right. I, a label whore, well known, decided to do my entire face with drugstore makeup. You little son of... Nothing here costs more than, I'd say, $10. It was really quite a challenge, and it really hurt to see how well this turned out.
The NYX is 14.
NYX is 14. Thank you for that. Anyways.
Actually 16.
16. Correction. I stand corrected. Well, actually, I sit corrected. Anyways. Hi, everyone. It's me, Jaymes Mansfield. Blah. In conclusion, I lost my train of thought.
Just keep going, right?
Fuck, I got nothing.